Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to you on this beautiful, beautiful Wednesday morning. Haven't seen you all in a while, but it is wonderful to be back. Today is Wednesday, July. It is July 2nd, 2025. And I want to welcome you to Purpose Journey Counseling LLC New Beginnings. We are still celebrating and walking into new beginnings in the year 2025. My name is Dr. Natatu North, and I am the owner and one of the therapists at Purpose Journey Counseling LLC, which is located in Cincinnati, Ohio. If this is your first time tuning in, we want to give you a very, very special welcome. It is 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and whether you're catching us live at 7 a.m. or you catch us later in the day, later in the week, later in the month, or even later in the year, we want to welcome you. If it's your first time again, you may not know what is Purpose Journey Counseling. Don't keep scrolling. You're here for a reason. We are a mental health private practice. We are located in Cincinnati, Ohio. We do offer individual counseling, family counseling, as well as couples counseling. And we work with children starting at about the age of 5. We work with adolescents, and we also work with adults. So that's what we are. This is something we do on Wednesday mornings. We won't be here very, very long, but it's definitely meant to jumpstart your day. Because we do believe it's okay to have Jesus and a therapist too. And we're going to talk about some things in just a second here. But again, it is 7 a.m. and we are live. We're live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. And the YouTube link for this broadcast is posted on Instagram. So if you take just a few moments to please like this broadcast, like our pages, please follow us on your preferred social media platform. We do ask if you please subscribe to our YouTube channel, share this broadcast. Again, this is meant to be encouraging. So we want to share. We want to definitely share encouraging things with everyone. We all need it. We definitely need it. And let's interact and engage in the comments section. So before we go any further, because obviously mental health is top tier priority for us, I do want to share this number for the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. This would be if someone you know or you may be experiencing some type of mental health emergency. Please store this number in your phone. It's 988. Again, the number is 988. This is for the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. This number is 24/7. 24/7. So someone is always available to talk. You can call the number or you can text the number. So please make sure you have this information readily available when, if ever you may need it or someone else may need it. So thank you for taking just a few moments to do that. So on Wednesdays, it is our custom. We come together for our Wednesday check-in. Dr. Natatu, what is a Wednesday check-in? Or, oh yeah, I remember those Wednesday check-ins. So essentially we come together middle of the week. Of course, we know everyone's schedules are not exactly the same. Some people work traditional work weeks. Some people don't work a traditional work week. But Wednesday's still the middle of the week, technically. So we like to come together on Wednesday mornings to kind of just to check in, exactly what it says, to check in, to see how we're doing, to be honest. You are welcome to write any of your check-ins in the comment section. We're going to ask about prayer at the end. You may put that in the comment section if you like. You don't have to. But the important thing that we do want you to do is check in with yourself. It's good to know where you stand. Again, like I always say, it's not to say, okay, if I'm having a bad day, it's not to say, well, I have to stay having a bad day, but it's to essentially at least acknowledge that that's where you are right now so that you can work on identifying ways to not continue having a bad day, even if it may have started off a little bit rough. So the first part of our check-in is a color heart. Each color heart coincides with where you are right now at 7 a.m. Just at 7 a.m. Not where you want to be by 8 a.m. or even noon, but at 7 a.m. So blue heart means I'm doing great. A purple heart means I'm in need of a little push today. A yellow heart means I'm just okay. A red heart means I'm struggling today. And a green heart means I am in crisis. As of right now, where do you stand? And I always do my check-in while we're all checking in together. I was thinking about this when I got up this morning and I'm like, I don't know if you would have asked me last night because I was up late working last night. If you would ask me last night, it probably would have been a red heart. But I actually woke up this morning. I probably would say purple heart. And really the only reason why I would say purple heart is just because I'm just tired, just a little tired because like I said, I stayed up late working last night. So right now, purple heart just in need of a little bit of a push. A little bit of energy I think will actually help me today. But where are you at? Where are you at right now. You're welcome to and free to put that in the comment section if you like. So that's the first part of our check-in. Next part is, how are you today? Where are you right now? How are you feeling in this moment? Like I said, I'm just tired. I am actually excited about the day. It's going to not rain today, so that's lovely. It's been raining a lot. But no, I'm fine right now. I'm doing okay. I'm feeling pretty good, just a little tired, and looking forward to the day. But how are you doing? How are you feeling right now? What are you thinking about right now? Start to ask yourself these questions. Again, you're always welcome to put it in the comment section. You don't have to, though, but just make sure you're checking in with yourself. The point of this is not for us to know your business, it's for you to understand. Because sometimes we're just going by about our days. We just kind of go through the motions, but we're not really paying attention to what's going on in here, what's going on in here. These are connected. And sometimes we don't realize, why are we so irritated? Why are we spazzing out on people? Well, maybe because we're struggling right now, and we need to acknowledge that. So that's after you're placing your colored heart, or you're thinking about your colored heart, first question is, how are you? Next question is, what are you planning to accomplish today? What are things that are on your list of things you need to do, whether it's your off day or you're working? Wednesdays, I love Wednesdays, because Wednesdays are the beginning of my gym week, of the days that I go to the gym. So I work, see a couple of clients, then I go to the gym, and then I work. So that's what I'm planning to accomplish today. I got a lot accomplished last night, staying up pretty late, past 10 o'clock, getting things done. But yeah, that's one of the things I'm planning to accomplish today, is going to the gym and just really enjoying that time, seeing my clients, things like that. Those are the main things. So I think today is pretty much a normal day, not too much extra, which is lovely. The last couple of days have been extra, not too much extra today. So I'm actually appreciative for that. So what are you planning to accomplish today? What are some of the things that you need to get done today? Next question is, what is your motivation? What is going to be what helps inspire you or push you to do the things you need to do, especially if you're like me and you're Purple Heart, like, oh, I need a little bit of a push. Well, what's going to motivate you to get it done? What's going to motivate you to get up out of the bed or stay on track today, stay focused? For me, I think it's just getting moving. I think it's literally, I don't want to say the gym specifically, but just movement. I think for me helps when I just sit. And sometimes we need to just sit. But when I'm just sitting and I'm just very stationary and just kind of like, it makes you kind of just want to sit there sometimes because it feels nice, or you just don't feel like doing it and you're more focused on stillness, which again, I'm not saying stillness is bad, but when you got things you got to do, or the break is over, now you got to get up. But I think movement itself, and I'm enjoying that, and being able to be active is my motivation specifically today. And I think that will be my, definitely my push to get things accomplished. So what is your motivation on this wonderful first Wednesday in July? Next question is, how will you handle the stressors that may come your way today? It happens, and we have to know how to deal with it in an appropriate, healthy way when it happens. So mine today is what I did yesterday when I found two things. When I found the first thing in the morning, when I was like, literally yesterday, I was on the struggle bus in the morning. When I initially needed it, it was definitely scripture. I read almost a whole chapter, and it was right what I needed to hear. So it actually changed my attitude before I even got out of the bed, because I read it before I even got out of the bed. And it was great. And then the second thing was literally pausing. So again, like that stillness I was just talking about, sometimes the stillness helps because, again, you can't necessarily stay in it. That doesn't mean you don't have anything to do. But sometimes just taking that little bit of a pause, that little bit of a break allows you to process again. What's going on? Am I in a mood? Do I need to stop? I had to have some stillness because even sometimes you see something, you want to respond to it, and you can't, or you shouldn't, because you need to think about what you're going to say, how you're going to say it before you respond. So the stillness, the pauses, the little bit of I'll call it a little bit of a break, just to kind of make sure that we're handling things appropriately. So those are just some examples. You don't have to do what I do, but just kind of getting your mind going and thinking, okay, well, how I'm going to handle this. I like to use examples of emails because work, a lot of times it's communication. A lot of times we get an email, we get a call, we get a text, we get an assignment, we get something, and you're like, like, how am I going to handle this? So thinking, being, having some foresight, not saying things are going to be bad today. You have to think about it from that perspective, but just what's going to happen if something happens that kind of throws me off my groove. I'm a blue heart right now. How am I going to maintain that? This is a way to kind of help you think about ways to maintain that. And then the last question, and the most important question, is how can we pray for you? We're always praying. Wednesdays, we definitely set aside for prayer. So a lot of times people put their colored heart in the comment section along with praying hands. You do not have to do that if you don't wish to, but you can. That just means we will pray for you by name. You don't have to put your business. You don't have to put what you want us to pray for. We don't have to know what you need prayer for. We all just need prayer, period. So just putting that in the comment section again, as we're praying today, just means that we are definitely lifting you up in prayer for whatever your circumstances may be. And just please know that whatever your circumstances may be, whatever situations you may be dealing with, you may be facing, if it's just kind of processing what's going on in the world, and how to navigate those things, how to not be over consumers of media, even social media, because sometimes that can be taxing as well. How do we deal with these things? Maybe it's stress with your children, maybe it's stress on your job, whatever it is. Please know that we are definitely praying for you today, lifting each other up in prayer. We definitely all need prayer. We do also need each other. So definitely want to be that someone you can lean on, someone that is praying for you. So we definitely appreciate you taking the time to check in this morning. I'm just going to leave that up there for a second because prayer is absolutely powerful. And prayer does change things. It definitely does. The situation may not change all the time immediately, but sometimes our outlook and our perspective on a situation can change and does change because we intercede on either whether it's our behalf or someone else's behalf. A lot can move in that space. So we definitely want to take the time to do that today. So please, all day long, please checking in. Like I said, whenever you're catching this, just check in with us and just know, again, we are here. We are praying for you. So that is our check-in for this morning. I told you it would not be too long, but I do want to just remind you, we do have our Wednesday check-ins on Wednesday mornings live at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will have our check-ins for the Lord willing for the remainder of the month of July. We more than likely will have a pivot, a little bit of a change come August due to vacation. We always like to we do need breaks, but for the month of July, so there's 5 Wednesdays in July. So this being the first, so we will have our check-ins on Wednesdays live at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we did say this the last time we were on. Please mark your calendars for our next podcast, which is not this Sunday. But it will still be next Sunday, Lord willing, July 13th, 2025 at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be letting you know what that will be about very soon. But my co-host and I are working on that as we speak. So very, very excited about what is to come next Sunday, July 13th. So please plan to tune in and join us then. So our tag for Purpose Journey Counseling, every time we are together, I want to encourage you all to be loving, be kind, be compassionate, and be intentional towards others as well as towards yourselves. We do thank you so much for tuning in again this morning, and Lord willing, we will see you next Wednesday for our next Wednesday check-in live at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a wonderful, wonderful, fantastic Wednesday, and blessings and love to each and every one of you.